Hi, I'm Eric, and this is Adventures in Golf. We've all heard of blind shots, but for a few, every shot is blind. And for this episode, we're going to experience what that's like firsthand. Are we near the ball?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great.
Welcome aboard.
This episode of Adventures in Golf starts in sunny San Diego, California.
What do we got? Yeah, hybrid. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just try to smoke a hybrid down the middle. Right. Okay.
Today I'm meeting up with local golfer Jeremy Poinsoneau and his dad Leo. Both father and son love to play golf together.
From here, it looks like maybe 12 feet.
Will we take that, Dad?
Oh, we love it.
There we go. That's what we like to hear.
And they've been doing it since Jeremy was a child.
There we go. Great read, Bob.
Over the years, he has looked to his father to help him improve his game.
My dad's in his 60s and he hits the ball plenty far, and we still have good matches, and that's really cool.
And these days, Jeremy still needs help from his father if he wants to play golf at all. You see, 12 years ago, Jeremy was declared legally blind.
Put your hands like this and put them directly in front of your face and look around a little bit. That's what my sight's like all the time. Everything directly in front of me is blurred out, and to somewhat see things better, I need to look above, to the sides or below, but don't do that with the ladies. That doesn't go well.
Over the course of 2 months at age 19, Jeremy lost his central vision as the result of Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy, or LHON. It's a rare genetic disorder that affects a mere 100 people a year in the United States. What was that time of your life like?
It was extremely traumatic. It was very tough on my mental health, on my self-esteem, on my self-confidence, you name it. It went from loving my life to absolutely hating my life.
That's a lot to process.
Yeah, and golf was the furthest thing on my mind at that point for sure. I thought I couldn't play golf ever again. I played 5 days a week in high school when I was on the varsity team. I played every Sunday with my dad from when I was 12 till I was 17 and graduated from high school.
And then in a matter of weeks, you said, probably out loud, that you'll just never play again.
Yeah, I was done. There's no way.
Thankfully, he was mistaken. Searching for anything to give Jeremy something positive to focus on, his mother discovered the United States Blind Golf Association.
I thought it was a joke. I was like, how do blind people play golf?
I said, maybe we should go hit balls and see how it goes. I mean, it took a while for him to accept to go hit balls.
And then one day I just said, you know what, let's go to the driving range. Let's test it out. I'll give it a shot. And I said, if I miss one, if I swing and miss, I'm done. And I didn't miss any.
He hit some good solid shots, so he got excited, said, hey, maybe I can do this.
I was like, okay. Now we can go to the golf course if you want, Dad, and let's try it out. And we did. It wasn't pretty, but it felt good to be out there, and I hit some good shots. And then I was hooked again and was like, okay, let's do this.
All right, so we're out here. First tee. Jeremy and I are going to play some golf together.
So we're gonna play from the whites. You cool with that?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll just stay out of the way. I just kind of want to observe. So you're at an advantage here because you know the holes.
Yeah. But I'm at a disadvantage because I can't see, so it kind of levels out. 5-10 yard cut? Yep.
So my dad's my eyes, and we'll talk through the hole. I'll say, you know, based on my swing feel, what I think is gonna happen. I'll point with my club the direction I'm thinking we want to hit it, and he'll say, go a little more left, okay, a little more left, okay, and then he says, that's it, okay, cool. So then I have a reference of where I think we're going. I've no idea, but that at least gives me some guidance. And then I step over the shot, and from behind he looks at my feet and he tells me to go a little more left, a little more right. Okay, you're good. and I pull the trigger and hit the shot, and we do that for each and every single shot.
Speeding, yeah, it's a little quick, right? Yeah, all right.
So you can even feel what the ball did.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can too.
Sometimes, but sometimes I'm surprised.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I might hold the pose a little too long for a blind guy who's not looking at the ball at all, but I know what the feeling of a well-struck shot feels like, and I live to feel that feeling as much as I can the rest of my life.
It felt good. Sounded good to me.
Do that to just kind of feel the lie. It's pretty bare. I want to stay down on it, but I'm gonna hit a punch shot, so it should be okay. My dad and I were really close when I was growing up through the game of golf. We played all the time, and now being legally blind and playing blind golf around the world, it's a team game. So when we win championships, he gets a trophy as the guide, and so it's a shared experience.
First tournament, it was a disaster because just the communication was terrible, but got hooked, and since then we usually play at least 2 tournaments a year.
Play them and win them. To date, Jeremy and Leo have won 8 national and 3 world championships. And with no plans to stop, this dynamic duo promises many, many more.
Oh wow, great shot.
Get the oh, very good shot.
Money. Sick. Flag stick left.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Good line.
Yep, you just saw a blind man give me a fist bump, which is why I'm having such a hard time remembering that Jeremy is blind.
A lot of time you forget because he's acting so natural, and when he looks at you, he looks natural, even, you know, so you kind of forget. But once in a while, it's like an emotion of sadness, like, oh, you know, he can't do this, or he can't see this, yeah.
Is this us here? Yes.
For putting, I'll pace it off. I'll feel it in my feet. So I'll come back to my dad and say, okay, 12 paces, uphill, and I feel it in my feet like it's probably gonna go right to left. And he's looking at it from behind and says, yeah, it's uphill, you're right. I see that right to left. I think if we play it a foot outside right, I think you're good. And then I'm saying, okay, it's 12 paces, feels uphill. What do you want me to play it? And he's like, I want you to play what feels like 14. I step over it, put the club behind the ball. He'll tell me if it's on the toe or the heel. And then I stroke what feels like is 14, and we see how it went.
That's not even inside the leather, that's inside the rubber.
Let's go.
Nice putt.
Thank you. Good read by us. Thank you.
Bang.
Thank you.
Easy game. So there's 3 different sight categories in blind golf. Worse than 2200 visual acuity is legally blind. So 2200 to 2600, those are the B3s. B2s, which is my sight category, which is worse than 2600, but not totally blind. And then you have the B1s who are totally blind, they can't see a thing. I'm inspired by those who are totally blind and get out there and play golf. Whether they shoot a good score or not, they're out there, they're not complaining, they're not asking for sympathy, they're doing what they love. And I think that's pretty incredible.
I've already learned so much about blind golf from Jeremy, but to see the whole picture, we were hopping on a plane and headed to Nashville, Tennessee to meet up with Chad Naismith, aka Blind Doc. He's a B1 golfer, which means that he has no vision whatsoever. I've had the chance to meet Chad before, actually, and he said that he wanted me to take part in a challenge, which consists of me wearing a sleep mask for the entirety of 6 holes. And he said that I would probably shoot 20 strokes higher than I normally would. And to say that I'm excited is an understatement. It's really the one time when you can actually see what it's like to be in someone else's shoes.
Let me get the door open here though.
Like Jeremy, Doc needs a guide, or what some call a coach, to facilitate the playing of golf. Today, James is one of the many who take on that role and will assist Doc for the day. How'd you meet?
Met at the golf store. So I was working one day and he wanted to get fitted for a driver and ended up getting fit by me. And he started hitting the ball and I was like, holy shit.
If you want to go up and grab a cart, you can bring it right here. That way you don't have to carry 2 bags and me.
After that, he started coming in a lot, you know, and he knew all of us that worked there. And I would basically stop working, stop doing anything just to go and hang out with him. And so we'd spend hours just, you know, talking golf, basically, watching him swing.
A swing I'm anxious to see, or not see in this case.
Hi, I'm Erik.
Before the challenge begins, I get a chance to meet Lisa, another blind golf coach. In fact, she will be my coach for this challenge. But for now, she's working with Maggie, whose swing is coming along nicely after 2.5 years of hard work. What's your favorite part of golf?
Probably when I can hit the ball right like I should, and I can just hear kind of how it makes sense. Like I can tell when I hit it good.
Yeah.
Just kind of that feeling.
Yeah.
There it is.
So we're moments away from putting on a sleep mask that lets zero light in and being led around 6 holes where I'll play blind golf. I mean, I have to say, like, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm also pretty nervous. You know, more so like, not that I'm not gonna hit the ball, because I'm sure that'll happen, but it's more just like stepping into the experience could be pretty intense.
What we do is we put a limit of a 12.
No more than 12.
If you don't make 12, you're good. That would be a good day.
12.
And I'm not making fun
Pick
of
up
it.
after 12 shots.
I'm just telling you, look, I hope to shoot 45 on 6 holes. I really do.
I'm gonna shake your hand.
You know,
right now.
I hope you do right now.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank you.
But
All right.
what I'm saying is,
What are you gonna
struggle.
shoot? What are you gonna shoot?
6 holes.
34 to 38.
34 to 38.
Yeah, that's what I'd be.
Game
I'd be
on.
okay with it. I'd be
Game
good with
on.
it.
So just put it on right now and go?
Well, I mean, when you get up there with Lisa and you get ready and you point up to
I don't want any like cheating.
No.
I just want to go now.
It's up to you. Go ahead and practice. But yeah, you won't be able to see nothing through that mask.
Okay.
And it stays on from whenever you go up to really start practicing until we go then hold the last putt.
All right, I'm putting it on right
Okay?
now.
All right.
Whoa, this is really dark.
Do your interview.
Oh, it's completely dark. As soon as I put the mask on, everything goes black. I start to process everything going on around me. It's a lot to take in, but I'm already thankful that we decided to come tell Chad's blind golf story. A story for Chad that starts when he was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa at age 15.
Back in the early 80s, a lot of the eye doctors say, well, he'll grow, your eyes change as you constantly grow. And they say as he starts growing and starts settling in, his eyesight will get better. And when I started getting hit in football from people right in front of me, those kind of things started happening to a point that my eye doctor said, you got to go to Houston, where the retina specialist and eye specialists were. And then when they told me I was going to be blind in 15 years, or so, it was like most people, denial. But when they signed off when I was 15 that I medically couldn't play the sports anymore because I was a danger to myself and others, denial wasn't an option anymore.
Over the next 20 years, his sight continued to deteriorate until he became completely blind at 35.
I watched him lose things over the course of the first years of our marriage. It would be one thing would drop off that we couldn't do, and then another thing, and then another thing. And it got down to the last thing that we did together was competitive Scrabble. When it got where he couldn't do that, that was a very sad thing because we did that almost every day.
It would still be another few years before Chad would pick up a club.
Thanks.
Here we are.
Before I could tee off, I needed to practice playing golf as a blind person.
I'm just right behind the ball. I'm snapping when I'm clear. And swing away.
Oh, sorry.
You waggle?
You waggle.
Told you.
The biggest thing I had to learn was trusting my coach. Without her, I was completely isolated and I felt utterly alone.
That was a good swing.
Okay. Now we got to find the ground.
Coaching a blind person is a totally different experience than just caddying for a sighted golfer.
Okay, that was kind of low, and that's okay.
You don't need to tell me about those.
Not anything like caddying for a sighted golfer.
That was a good swing.
You swing like that, you'll shoot the lowest we've seen out here on those blindfold challenges.
You got them around the course.
Should we do a driver then?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
You line their shots up.
So this club face is a little open.
It's a little over.
Yeah, it feels right.
And then let him know you're out of the way.
Is someone right there?
No, I mean, you clear.
Did you hear that?
And he hits the shot.
Okay, we won't talk about that one. That's still off your toe and still went wide right into the first fairway.
Sorry.
Better.
After the range, we moved on to putting,
Damn.
then chipping, and on to our first hole. I certainly didn't feel ready. I was very afraid of taking the wrong step and falling. Immediately, I realized that golf is actually a dangerous sport for people like Doc and Jeremy.
Yeah, I think my experience now is more about being blind than playing golf, actually.
Do you feel disconnected from everybody right now? Because you can't see what everybody's doing?
The first 10 seconds, I thought I was going to burst into tears. It's such a lonely feeling.
It is very lonely. You have to get used to it. It is something else, boy.
Yeah, it's like, it was weird too, because like, put the blindfold on, and I walked over to you, and I realized like, just like how far you've come.
Thank you.
Golf absolutely improved my self-confidence. When I got to a point where I felt like, you know what, I can hit this ball on this range as well as most people out here that I'm hearing hit the ball. They're topping it, they're shanking it, they're popping it up. I'm doing that too, but I'm also hitting one good every now and then, just like they are. Well, it carried over into everything else.
Okay, and we're just gonna walk up the slope. No steps, just the slope.
Okay.
That helpful?
Yeah,
All right,
thank you.
we're good to go. You want me to hit first, Erik?
Yeah.
Or you want it?
No, you got it.
All right, I got it.
All right, 1 second. Let me see how your aim real quick. Yeah, you're good to go.
Oh, sounded great, man.
I pulled it.
On that side.
We're both in the creek, partner.
That was fast. Yeah, we hit the ball.
We hit the ball.
Did it go far?
Good contact, yeah.
Felt like it went far.
It was a good shot.
Yeah, it's really, I have just no idea what's going on. Just, it's like I can't even talk about it.
Oh. Good swing. Just going just a little bit right edge.
That's a great
That's
golf
a great shot.
Thank you.
I think if you're not on, you're just off the fringe on the right side.
Outstanding. You're on the free.
Go, ball. Go. Go. That's a perfect putt, Doc.
Did it get on the green?
It did not.
I mean, I'm impressed. He's taking this so serious, and it tells you he's a competitor.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
He's locked in on it.
Great putt. Great putt.
Thank you. How close is it?
Probably 3 feet.
3 feet?
Yeah.
What? No way.
What?
Lisa, what are you doing for the rest of your life? Like, let's just go play golf.
We need this one back of the cup. 3 feet, okay?
Lisa's really competitive.
It's about a 10-footer.
Yeah.
No. You don't listen to them, you listen to me. 3 feet. Back of the cup. Woo! Bam! Give me the knuckles!
Nice start, partner. That almost backboarded out.
Yeah. She told me back in the cup.
Okay, we're gonna go down just a little bit and then onto the pavement.
Okay.
And here's the back of your
God,
cart.
the sounds are so scary.
Yeah,
Like the
everything's-
planes and the things.
Yeah,
You
everything's
just feel like,
heightened.
you feel like things are coming at you. After just one hole, I'm already getting tired, and my other senses are on high alert. As a result, I find it difficult to even concentrate on my golf game. And right now, I can't even imagine what made Doc start golfing as a blind man, having never picked up the clubs before.
When I was a teenager and playing all the other sports, football, basketball, baseball, golf was not a sport. It was an old man's game. And you played that when you couldn't do anything else. And after I lost my eyesight, around age 27 to 30, I started losing it really bad in that range. Pat and I, my wife, married when I was 27. After about 7 or 8 years, my mid-30s, she came to me because I was really struggling with depression. And it wasn't depression during the day because we loved our job. It was just going home on the weekends was like, what are we going to do now? And I put her in charge of being my entertainment coordinator. I was like, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And it got to be honest, looking back on it now, it was not fair to her because she really didn't have any time to herself. And she said, you're gonna have to come up with a hobby. You're gonna have to come up with something to do because you're driving me nuts. I mean, you gotta have something to do for you on the weekends. And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? And she said, you need to play golf. And I said, that's insane.
Chad is a very athletic, in any field, individual. So that's part of his nature. So golf just seemed to be the most logical choice for him to get out of the house, be outdoors, be athletic, and get out of my hair.
She kept insisting and even set up a lesson with the PGA teaching pro at the local course.
And I was thinking to myself, take him a while to learn those rules. That'll keep him busy for a while. All those different clubs, that'll keep him busy for a while. And then the different strokes, that'll keep him busy for a while. So it had a long-term appeal to me.
She said, do this for me, please. I said, I'll give him 1 hour. And after that hour, and I'd hit a few pitches with a pitching wedge, and he would just have me try to pitch the ball, little pitches there. And I hit a couple of them solid, and I knew that they were solid off the club face by the sound and the feel. I was hooked.
Always the competitor, Doc has since played in numerous blind golf tournaments and has made quite a name for himself. He is now a 3-time United States blind golf champion, winner of the 2017 Irish Blind Golf Open, and in 2018 he came in second at the World Blind Golf Championship.
Sounded great.
Proving that hard work and determination can really pay off.
But he made it. He pushed that in.
That's a step.
I think I had some beginner's luck. I mean, this is super hard, and I'm definitely feeling more aware of how difficult this game of golf is.
Ooh! You got that other ball handy? Ooh!
That's going to be on the roof.
It's going to be on a house. Ooh! Okay, didn't get me there.
Close.
Too much sand. You want to try one more time?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just so strange to not be able to, like, problem solve the shot.
Come with the ball.
Okay.
We're going that way.
Okay, going this way. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you can, but all that information that you get when you are walking up to your ball is left to a couple words.
Flat lie, it's a little fluffy grass. You want to take a practice swing?
I'd love to.
Good shot. You're in the bunker, fairway bunker. That's
Cool.
hammered.
All right.
That way.
Oh, you flew the bunker, James said. What's up? That's a 245 carry there, sir.
Oh, that felt so
right.
good.
It's a little right, but it's playable.
There you go.
All right.
Good contact.
I'll be honest, I was looking forward to this, but I don't think I would be if I knew what it was going to be like.
James, I might need some extra help. He is just honoring blind golfers everywhere. He's really understanding. He's understanding what's distracting him, and it's not even related to his golf game.
I'm hearing stuff everywhere. What is that? Is it a dog?
Yes, that's 2 dogs way over there. Look at this.
The dog wasn't barking, it was just running, and it was apparently far away.
The dogs are like across the fairway, across the path in a yard. It's crazy.
But in my head, it felt like it was right here.
He's hearing stuff that he would never pay attention to. He's feeling stuff that he would never pay attention to.
It's almost every negative feeling you could ever have. Like even just like hitting a bad chip, like you're just like, I suck.
Like I said, he's honoring blind golf by the way he's sticking in there and doing it. And then keeping his mask on to go to the bathroom, I'm proud of that. Nobody's ever done that.
Okay, ready?
Money. Great job. Take the mask off, brother.
All right.
Where you at? Nice job, brother.
Right here.
You honored blind golfers today. You did. You honored us. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Before I remove the mask, I take some time to reflect about both Doc and Jeremy, and what I see are 2 men who have been to very dark places, both figuratively and literally, and have used golf as a way back into the light. And while no one can say going blind is a positive thing, I will say that both Doc and Jeremy have experienced things they may never have otherwise. Both have traveled the world because of their passion for golf, and both have been inspired by their situations to leave their mark on the world. Jeremy is an inspirational speaker who shares his story internationally to help people gain perspective on their lives. And Doc and his wife created a nonprofit called Avid, which stands for Vision in Darkness, with the purpose of introducing golf to blind children so they can reap the rewards and benefits this game has given him, something I know firsthand. Thank you, Doc and Jeremy, for making the world of golf a brighter place.
The overall experience was just completely unsettling, jarring, lonely, scary. Not really a golf experience, like more of a human experience. So I'm going to take the mask off now. It's very bright. Oh my God, it's sunset. I didn't even know.
Do you feel like you're seeing differently right now?
I mean, it all looks a little sweeter, you know?
Like most adventures in golf, when I leave, I sort of have an experience of playing golf in someone else's shoes or seeing what someone else's life is like. And if I could offer any sort of wrap up to this episode, it would merely be that next time you go to the course, just remember, whoever's playing on the hole next to you or a new person in your foursome, their worldview is totally different than yours. And the time that you try and imagine what their world is like will change your life in the end. It sure has mine.